What up, everybody? Got a little 200 NL and 100 NL action. Uh, Unfortunately, in for second buy-in on 200 NL right now. Newton got us again. But we're going to see if we can turn it around. Sorry if this is a little slow. We are shot taken for sure in this 200 game. Okay. 10-7 on one table. We're gonna go ahead and mark that for now. Real loose game, and then we're just gonna pop the queen, obviously. This seems a little loud. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Uh, 7-5-3. We're supposed to see bet here sometimes. I don't have a heart, so I'm not going to a heart in my hand. So we're gonna just elect to check here for now. And content to check down. If he's smart, this would be a good river to go after this board, but we're gonna go ahead and mark him as passive. Okay, so we like to see that. He's got a lot of money for limp and ace-6 suited under the gun. I'm not going to squeeze the 9-8 right now. Still a little early to this table to know whether or not we should be doing that. And out of position against another big stack, probably not a great play. One for the 2. I feel like this guy is really bad. Like, flop pocket kings and check here bad. Check on these games really quick, see if we're still doing okay with them. Before this elk cart was running like $100 average pot, which is awesome. This is still pretty good, but not as great. Jack's obviously gonna pop it here. I think with some of these players have been playing pretty fishy, so, and especially with another gun limp, we're gonna raise a little bit bigger. No problem 5xing there. Looking good. And Akron, we're just making sure that this is still decent. Just see a new table. Okay. Oh, Minty Fresh is here. Minty Fresh in the house. If you've been watching the previous episodes, which from my view count I can tell some of you aren't, you'll recognize Minty Fresh as quite the legend. He's been drifting around a little bit lately and running astronomically good. Not so much against me, which is great, but not playing the best poker. And making a lot of money playing poker, I think. And he's gone, damn it. I would normally just hop in this game, but I think that, to be honest with you, I think he has that much of an effect on the game that that's probably the whole deal there. So we'll avoid it for now. Use it by typo negative here. I don't listen to a lot of typo negative, but we'll see if they're, we'll see how they do. A 3-bet from fold on the button. This guy's pretty tight most of the time. I'm gonna say that this is usually a pretty solid range there. Pet Bag has also been playing solid, and I know Fold to be at least a somewhat observant player, so I would assume he's not getting too out of line there. Holding the Jack 3. Ace 8 gonna be an open here. Call, I thought it was Callie. Oh, Call if you hate money. Call if you hate money's been an observant player, or an interesting player lately. We are going to not build the pot right now against this guy. Expect him to do a lot of betting there, that's fine. I don't think we have an option besides check call with this combo. Nice to have the 8 of hearts. King. Just awesome card for him on the turn. Yeah, and the full pot is not a surprise there. We're gonna fold. Obviously call with a lot of our 2-pair combos, and any 10x, probably just, I don't know, click it back and look to get it in or something. We are gonna 3-bet this combo for now, and I think $27 actually is pretty good there. Let's do that. About 3.5 there. And, okay, get through. Cool. Like that, nice and easy. Only down 203 at 200. One double up and some blinds away from getting back to even. How cool would that be? This guy's been limping an awful lot, and I'm gonna squeeze him. I'm okay showing up with kind of a rough hand here. We'll build a little history and then we'll tighten up a little bit. So this is just continuing to stay aggressive on him. 10-3-5 I am gonna see. Oh, I'm not gonna see bet. So he's gonna donk into it. We're gonna give it to him there. Obviously clubs we're defending pretty hard. If we happen to have like an ace-2, ace-4 here, especially with clubs or hearts, gonna be a lot of playability with their hand, but king-6 is just not, even with the backdoor straight draw, is not doing great there. So half pot bet, check min raise, and now a half pot bet from Marino. Marino, I haven't seen me play any hands really. A lot of draws on this board. I assume that Marino just empties the clip here. Yeah, cool. Smart. Pretty much with 100% of his range, I think. Especially a queen turn. I'm not sure if he's capable of bluffing there or not. Like I said, it's a super good spot, and I mean, if he's at all aware, then he should just be going 3 barrels there, I think, constantly. So, just fine. Good hand if he had it, better hand if he didn't. Continued limps for Oghad. We're gonna frequent full pot when facing check. Head. Yeah. Hypo negative, good stuff. Sitting a little bit closer to the computer on this one. Hoping that the microphone is not cutting out as much. At some point, these these vlog type things will actually be pretty legitimate, I think. Agad again with a half pot bet there. Blocking 2 diamonds is interesting. An interesting perspective for us. We know that he has a lot less value hands. Alright, so we're gonna reload at this table. 200 NL. First session in a long time. $413 into it now. That's fine. Previously, I was just buying the cover Hitmen in particular, being able to stack him, but Agad has played poorly enough now that I think that it's important just to top off in position against him and give ourselves the best possible chance of making money against him. Interesting music video. This guy's rocking out on the guitars and some dude dressed up as a schoolgirl in the back. And the Eminem guy. King 3 if Agha. I think we're just gonna. We are raising this hand no matter what. Yeah, we are. Agha not liking folding, so we're gonna go a little bit heavier here. Liking the passive action there. Ace-high board going to be phenomenal for our 3-bet range. I think we are just going to bet kind of big here. God with the check raise. I am going to min-click him back. I'm going to. I don't think he limps a lot of aces here. Or limp calls them. I don't think he raise calls a bunch of them. I think he 3-bets a lot of them. And this puts him in a pretty bad spot going to the rest of the river. So, if he has a baby ace here, it's going to be bad. I also like that we are blocking ace king slightly. So, we'll see what he does. I think it's kind of jam or fold for him. We'll see. Obviously, we just give up if he does decide to call here. I think we're going to get a fold. I'm optimistic about it. Close. Oh, we got the red bar on there. Root for it. Type in the chat if you think he's going to fold. Oh, we got one. Cool. I'm a little proud of myself on that one. Give myself a little pat on the back. Oh God, oh God. You joker, you. $65 by a nice pair of Adidas. Thanks, Agad. Ace. 10, 8, 2 hearts. Just check folding. Jack Deuce. We kind of went into this in one of the last videos. Jack Deuce is in the lower 15% of hands. With the Jack, with any face card, I'm like a little bit more apt to apt, I guess. I don't know what the word is. Anyway, to just limp here. But if we're getting to like 10 deuce, 9 deuce, stuff like that, offsuit especially, I'm just gonna pitch it. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly where the Jack Deuce lands in our range. I guess I could look it up. Here, let's I don't know if we can do a bottom slider on this. Oh, I guess we kind of can. Here. So let's, so we're going to do the top 85% of hands, right? And then the hands that are not highlighted will tell us what the bottom 20, or bottom 15% of hands are. So basically, this is the type of hand that I'm going to fold in the small blind. 10-5, 9-4. King 3 King 3 I'm going to complete, but, yeah, I think it's okay to be folding a lot of these, like, 10 deuce, 9-3, 9-4, 10-5, 10-4 I'd probably be folding, stuff like that. So I'd be completing something like this, basically. I guess the Jack Deuce I just called. So maybe it's closer to 10% that I'm not completing from the small blind. Probably not completing that one, the 6-2. But yeah, something like that from small blind I'm limping back. I said a little bit negligible, but I just feel like there's not a lot of playability with hands like this. Maybe I take the 9-5 out, something like that. 9-5, 8-4. So, to give you an idea. King 8, not gonna ISO the effective button there. And let's check the lobby and see how we're doing. See if we're still in the best game on the site. Tempe picking up. I'm not gonna table jump to that right now, unless if call quits, I might be looking for a different game. But I think that right now there's enough potential with Hitman and Oghad that we're just seeing if we can 3-bet here. I think it's better probably just to call, let Hitman in on the button. I think that's pretty sharp with this hand. He's gonna make a lot of mistakes, and I like that. Hitman, no hand there. It's fine. Okay, and we get squeezed from the big blind. Looks like he's gonna have about $215 affected, 217. We're always flatting here. Position. So let's hit a jack. 10-10 deuce. Notice that we have the heart spade combo here, blocking jack 10 suited every, leaving no combinations of jack 10 suited. Might be a decent place. We're gonna float for sure. Might be a decent place to put some action in at some point here, like i.e. turn this into a bluff. Anyway, not folding for half pot. 9 of spades. I think we just check back. I don't know if we check back here. I don't think I'm going to check back here. I'm not going to. What am I going to do? What am I going to do here? Let's block bet the turn. Okay, cool. I like that. Just get it through. If it gives up with an ace-king or whatever. Let's mark that down. Ace-king dash ace-queen. 3-bet full pot. 1 barrel on 10-10. Deuce. Check. Fold 9. Turn. Okay. Good to know stuff like that, because then if you see a player like this starting to 2-barrel, you can be much more sure that their range is slightly more balanced at the very least, and at the most that perhaps they're nutted in a spot like that. So not really losing that much actually right now. With the $52 that we're up over on 100 NO, that put us in for 513 total. It looks like we got about that, 508. After a bad start, that's kind of nice to be doing okay. Down $5 at the moment. Let's make $5 on this hand. Let's go. Oghad going after another pot there. $3. I've been going after pain a little bit, and I don't feel like putting in that 3-bet right now. I said he played solid. His under the gun range is going to be even. I mean, it turns out that effectively it's a hijack range with cut off, him hijack, and nobody here. But yeah, his range is going to be pretty tough there, and I think he's going to have a fair amount of defense. Ace 3 is fine to fold there. Fine to squeeze as well, but just we'll fold it right now. Seems like with the pace of the game, that's a smart move. Elkhart's still doing okay, about 25, 24 to be exact, PVs per pot average. And like I said, these guys have not been getting involved that much, the two fish, so I think this is a deceptively small pot size for this, for how good this table is. What is this now? Psychedelic and Stone Rock. Stoner Rock. We gotta shut this off, sorry. I'm gonna have a tough time giving credit to all the different artists. How long has this been playing? A minute? Okay. That song was actually pretty cool. We might have to check that band out at some point. Glow Sun Against the Clock. If you're into stoner rock like I am, check that out. Let's find some more Tycho Negative. Cinnamon Girl. There we go. Maybe we got a Neil Young cover there. That'd be pretty awesome. 8s, 4, 5. There's some playability with it sometimes, but I think this is just going to turn out to be a check fold a lot of the time. And I'm going to check twice actually here. I don't have a lot of history with this player, and knowing whether to... This is probably a real good bluff card if we didn't have a 7. So that's nice to see. That is a Neil Young cover. Awesome. 10-4. Just gonna fold there. Jar Jar is actually pretty tough. I don't have any notes on him that are marked, but I played a little bit with him, and I think it's fine to... That's normally going to be... I mean, there are a lot of opens there, and a lot of people... Like, I'm just not that confident heads up to open that confidently, so... Don't get me wrong. I know it's a little leaky. I just, in order for it to be leaky, I also have to be a little bit better post-flop. So, Ace-3, definitely going to open. We could consider going a little bit bigger with it, and then in the blind, I think he defends really wide. 3 clamlets. Hitman playing tighter than normal. Wonder what my... Maybe he just does put... okay. Having a hard time figuring out why I gave him that tag right now. Ace-5 gets there as a raise spot, right? Okay. Ace-5 sort of gets there anyway. We are going to change tables on 50 and $1 to one that's a little bit easier. Okay. So we'll keep an eye on these 6 maxes. It's really tough, like, you have to bounce around a lot to, like, actually find a good game in these 6 max games. They change all the time, and, like, 1 or 2, especially, I mean, one player can make the difference between a good 6 max and a bad 6 max. So you really need to stay on top of these when you're game selecting, because 1 minute these games can be awesome, and 5 minutes later it can be the worst game imaginable. You have a fish or like a super, somebody that's pretty bad go out, and then a regular's watching this table and sits down. It can turn the game upside down, and like I said, in a matter of a couple minutes. So always a good idea to watch these 6 max lobby. Keep a good eye on it. Ain't without good he's playing. Jack 8-7, I am gonna check back. Even though it is a little bit tempting to fire, blocking backdoor clubs and backdoor diamonds. I think it's fine just to check back here. I don't think we're gonna see a lot of play here. He should be firing that turn. Okay, good. And we just Nine of clubs, very, very good card for his range. And then King Jack. Let's go ahead and open one last time here. This table. Ooh, get another free hand. Very nice. King 5 just gonna be a fold. Alright, and we walk through the blinds there. And Queen 7 just gonna fold. Alright, $50 up at that table. Like it. Take the note real quick. This is a little messy here, but... Oops. And also, that is not written in English. Okay. Take my hand off the shift key. Girlfriend's cooking with garlic. There's aroma, garlic, just perfuming the entire house right now. 7-6. I didn't see if he fired 2 barrels there. 7-6. Yeah, semi-reasonable donk lead. It actually really isn't. I don't. Whatever. Then the king 8 from early position over here from Oghub. Obviously, not great. We're gonna switch this one over. I might have gotten this wrong a little bit. Oghub, pretty good customer. It's looking like preliminarily. Green tag is someone that you sit down with and whatever, they're going to be adding to the value of the table. Blue tag is pretty much makes any table. I think Oghub at this point getting to be into a minty fresh category. Also looking good over here. 4-way action. It's checked down. $57 should be good. Hitman with the middle position limp with Queen 10 offsuit. If you're a subscriber, if you're watching, I highly recommend that you take a more profitable route in poker and elect to fold that hand rather than limping it. Much stronger play. Ooh, a little full house there. 6s. Get it. Maverick drawing to the running 7s, running 8s there. Complete the hand. Does not complete. Jack 8, we're just going to check back. There's a possibility to raise that sometimes, but we were trapping, obviously. Easy game. Jack 2, just going to fold. We are going to bet full pot here. Sal thinking it over. Like to see some thought there. Gonna fold. Right? What's going on here? Is he fold? That was getting scary for a second there. Normally somebody tanks it down like that on an easy decision, and they just like flop 8-4 or pocket 4s. Shit. Also, we're drifting away from. By the way, check out Clutch. They're awesome. Full. We do not have this fold in our repertoire. I'll go ahead and squeeze it from fold there. Fold does have a pretty decent hijack range, but we're gonna make him prove it. 4-10-4 going to be relatively tough for him to continue here, and we're just gonna bet down a little bit. If he decides to flat or raise here, he's gonna be successful, but that's okay. All right, we get that one through. No big deal. Yeah, 10-4-10. Not that it's necessarily so good for our range, but pretty poor for his range, which is good. I think we have basically a 100% C bet there with our 3-bet range. What else can we look? Live at Whackin', huh? We're just gonna put on some random songs. Okay, pumping up the 7-9 of clubs versus the cutoff limp here. That would be cutoff limp fold. Like to see those. Abnormally weak play. Definitely a fan. Alright, 4-5 gonna fold. How much more time do I have? Just got word from the boss. 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes on this stream. Let's see if we can double up in that time. What do you want? Just got an offer for five extra minutes. Sampling some of the cooking. Pretty decent deal. This song is so moody. Oh my god, look at this guy. Just drink a beer, buddy. Be an adult about it. Shit. Let's see if we can find anything else here. Ooh, there we go. My girlfriend's girlfriend. I don't know if we listened to that one before, but we're going to listen to it again. Cab. Give me that 280, bro. I got my Adidas. Now I want an Xbox One. I want another Nintendo Switch, Oghob. Give me that 280. Yeah. I feel like this song gets played in strip clubs a lot. I know I've heard it before. What? Oh, sorry, I'm getting a bad look. And she's got a knife in her hand. Oh no. Put the knife down. I just got the death glare that said, no more talking about strip clubs. 10-7. Gonna be very happy to check this hand back. Or to fold this hand for 3x. Like it's no big deal. Ooh! More exciting combination of a 10 on this other table. Paint, once again, we're gonna give him some respect on his under the gun. And just call here. 10 knights for deceptive purposes to flat. Obviously there is some merit to 3-betting, and I would do that from time to time. However, I think it's fine to flat here, and then just check 100% of flops. Allow Paint to get some extra money in against these two guys that might not be playing so reasonably. And then have a nice pot set up for us when the action gets back around. It is a little disheartening to see Paint not c-betting there. I think it's a good board not to c-bet. Notice again the thing that we like. We have a heart and a spade in our hand and a club and diamond on the flop, which is going to block a ton of combos of Jack 10 suited, Queen 10 suited. So that is I mean, it's something to consider, I guess. I don't know if it matters 4 ways as much. We're just looking to get to showdown, but if it was a 3-way pot, there would be some merit to probably stabbing the turn. And we'll hope for the check down here. Hope we have a lot of ace-4s and pocket 7s and stuff. Ah, there's that ace-4. Like it. King 3, not a cutoff open. We are going to be squeezing this ace jack against Janger, especially with his little ace 4 antics there. That was king 3 on the button too. That's pretty loose call behind. I want to be using bigger sizing in the small blind, so we will. Cut off, ace 4 off. Good thing to note there. Very, if you're flat in the cutoff with ace-4 off, I once again recommend that if you're a viewer, to not be doing that. Type in the comments below if you were a cutoff caller of ace-4 off before, and now I've converted you. Okay, $2 again for Moghob. We're gonna throw in the ISO. Queen Jack of clubs. Near the bottom of our middle position range there. It's okay, still well strong enough to ISO. Get a fold there. No big deal. $5, like it. $5 for sitting here, sitting on my butt. Listening to Typo Negative talking on a microphone. Better money than at my old job. That's for sure. 4-3 clubs. Obviously looking like an attractive open there. A little bit too small, in my opinion, to be opening the cutoff. 5-4 would be pushing it. Although it's nice to be sneaky sometimes. And Augusta seems to be dying down a little bit, so we're going to check on that. Pocket fives we are going to be squeezing. And I think 13.8 is going to be great. Button range should be a little bit wider, so we can go slightly smaller on our sizing than we did against the cutoff. Queen 10, another option to raise there. I think possibly that we should not be doing that. Type in the comments if you call with Queen 10 of clubs there. You can time tag this and all that fun stuff. So if you ever want to time tag a hand so that people can interact with these, all you're going to do is type in, for instance, like let's say this was at minute 15, which I'm not sure what it was. If you just type it out like this, you'll be able to refer to specific parts. So if you like limping that Queen 10 there, Queen 10 of clubs in small blind, or like flatting, let me know in the comments. Would love to debate that. Love to give and take constructive criticism. And we can see here Augusta falling off the face of the map in terms of playable games right now. About the 9th best game on the site, so we are going to be looking for another game, and it looks like people are actually starting to quit Augusta, which is smart. Reno Valley will be our next little excursion. Paint with the button raised there. Just giving credit again. 10-4 off, so no reason to do anything crazy. Oh! Who said that? Okay. Another satisfied customer there. Sorry about the language there. In the chat. Very, colorful. I like some F-bombs sometimes, but don't like to go all the way with stuff like that. Oghob, small blind. No option here for us, but 2-3 bet. And I'll be honest with you, against Oghob, this is close to like a... If he decides to 4-bet, there would be a decision here as to whether to 5-bet or not, and to just get it in. So, I'm semi-glad to not have that that option, but or not to have that decision right now. Ace deuce deuce, considering the fact that we got played back at on the last ace high board and that 8s are not going to do particularly well against his check raise range, we're going to check back once. It does turn our hand a little bit face up, but I think it, and at this point, whatever, we're just going to try and reach a showdown. Queen on the river, relatively good card for our range, and then he obviously half pots instantly. I kind of wonder about that. I think this is just a fold. Gonna be checking down the 10s when we get around to it. I am just going to fold this hand, I believe. Am I gonna fold this hand? How bad is Oghob? Okay, so Maverick hits an ace there on the turn, unfortunately. Good deal. I'm wondering about this hand a lot. Eights might be close to it's not like the face that he did that. I wonder what we're actually calling if we're checking back this. All right, we're gonna fade off. Sevens, cool. Ooh, baby. Oghob got notched. Okay, so another $10 at this table. Let's mark that down quickly, and then we're gonna move on to our new one. Oghob, tough customer. Plus 60 in our. Is that 50 cent a dollar? What? Okay, yeah, duh. I'm being dumb. Okay. So used to playing 50 cent or quarter 50. Now we're moving on up a little bit. Switched positions on us. Scumbag global. Oghob. I'll have to look at that at some point. King 7 just going to be a fold here. Don't really want to get involved in the small blind. Small blind, one of the most cautious places you should be at the table. You should be maybe more cautious than the small blind, and you should be under the gun in a 4-rank game. Big leak for a lot of players, completing too many hands in the small blind there. Ugh. Anyhow, kind of exciting to be moving up the ladder a little bit, playing a little bigger, playing in some of these juicy yet slightly bigger games. Liking it. Yeah. How much time? Okay. All right, kids. I think what we're going to do is play one more orbit here, see how things go. I'll be interested to see. Maybe I'll do a video on that that heads-up spot at some point. The Oghob deuce deuce ace queen queen there. I'm a little hung up on that one. I feel like if we're checking twice, we don't have that many calls in our range. Obviously, we got like some ace threes that are gonna want to check back and call, stuff like that. But yeah, 8 seems a little loose even for half pot. Oghob playing, unfortunately, poorly enough that we're going to be looking him up a little bit wider there. But, like I said, maybe I'll do a video at some point, some analysis on that hand, see if, I imagine we're supposed to be c-betting that board a lot, so we'll look for that, and then, yeah, see if we're supposed to be calling the river. Kind of fun to look at a spot like that sometimes. Alright, so we're going to be closing these down. Thank you guys for watching. We got a little bit more time, so I guess my outro stuff. Thank you for watching. If you're watching, blah, 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 like and subscribe. Subscribe in particular, please, if you could. Leave some comments down in the comment section about what you think about that hand, the 8s, whether that's supposed to be a call in PO or not. Whether you think exploitively, whether you think Oghob is bluffing enough that we can call. Would love to hear some comments about analysis and take on that hand, maybe ways you would have played it differently. Get a lot of good conversation coming in from Reddit and 2+2, stuff like that. It's always good to see a different perspective on a hand is always a good perspective. Even if you don't end up agreeing with the person's line, it's always awesome to see somebody else's thought process and see how they're doing things. People that offer you that stuff, be respectful for them. It's a good deal for both of you to give input and to get input. Both to talk and to listen. Very productive for people's games. Queen 5 folding versus the OG limp again. I don't like this song. It's a little bit softer, but a little typo negative, man. Typo negative also. Go out there and support them. Buy their merchandise, go see their shows, all that fun stuff. I've actually never had the pleasure of going to see Typo Negative live. I would love to at some point. I imagine they're a good show. Alright, so a couple more hands at Elkhart, and this is our last hand at Merino, and we'll see how we turn out here. The call from Don Meek in the cutoff there. I think not blocking clubs, we're going to go ahead and start with a check on this board. Oh. Still an ace of clubs right off the board there. I didn't know you could do that. One ace of clubs, you just drop it on your desktop. We are going to be betting the king high straight here, just to protect against clubs, stuff like that. Get a little value from two pair. And I think that there's not a lot of good reasons to bet big on this river. We just bet down probably a little bit. Obviously calling raises there. I don't think there's any option but to, or most raises. If he tries to bluff us there, then, or just somehow has a miraculous flush, then we probably just look it up. So another $7 there. Winning a little money at 15 a dollar, and I think if we can stay above $413, then our first session here of $1, $2 should be pretty profitable. So we're gonna do H5. Oops. Equals H5. Oh, a little monster magnet action. H5 minus G5. Sorry, monster magnet. At some point, we are gonna get to ya. All right, so we're gonna put on. We're just gonna save it for now. Maybe we'll put on September Sun. $11. Yes. Last hand here. Okay, 9-5 of spades gonna be a fold. Make sure we clicked our no more blinds. So nice little winning session there, guys. We're gonna mark it as 425. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a great night. Have a great weekend, Sunday, and type in the comments. Let me know what you think about that pocket 8 stand, any of that other stuff. Would love to hear, love to discuss. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.